They're gonna watch you, like I said, but they're not gonna stay with you. They're just gonna use the highway if they're not interested. This video is for the handful of people and comments I see here on YouTube on how people get really confused on what niche to start out with when starting out their journey here on YouTube. Trust me, this space is actually very relatable, and I believe every YouTuber out there once experienced this and had a situation where they had to take a pause and reconsider their choice of niche. So I need you to take a deep breath and relax a little if you're at this phase. If you're seeing this face for the first time, thank you for stopping by and watching my video, and I hope you find this video really interesting. Please stick around if you find it interesting for more exciting videos. Now to the video. The first niche you should stay away from as a new YouTuber is the tech review niche. In the tech review niche, guys, we already know what happens there, but let me reiterate on what happens in the tech review niche, guys. We talk about tech gadgets, tech equipment. We review these gadgets for people who are interested in buying them or who are interested in just knowing about them. So while starting out in this niche, while this niche is a niche you shouldn't start out with, is that this niche is highly technical and content specific. What I mean content specific, guys, this niche requires you to settle on one particular aspect of tech. You're either talking about laptops, or you're reviewing mobile phones, or you're reviewing softwares. You have to settle for one and review one of it. So having said that, you don't have the room to juggle a lot of things, then settle for one, because you're already going to incur expenses, and that takes us to the next reason why you should not settle for this particular niche, is the expenses that you will incur while on this niche. Tech niche is super expensive, and you need to invest a lot of money in buying these gadgets to use them and then review them. While starting out, you might not have the luxury of sponsors giving you their products to use for free and then have you review their products for them. At that point, you have to purchase these products yourself, use them, and then give the reviews. And probably when you improve or you grow your audience or grow your subscribers, that is when you begin to have the sponsors come in to give you their products for you to use and then review. So when you're starting out, it's all about your money, and your money. So as a new YouTuber, which we know that you're trying to be frugal, YouTuber, we know that you're trying to use the little money you have to maximize production while starting out. You might not want to, or it's not a good idea for you to settle in for. Away from that, the tech review niche needs some level of expertise in it. You have to have some level of expertise in reviewing. You have to have some level of expertise in production, your video production, and then you also have to have some level of expertise when it has to do with your knowledge in the products that you're reviewing. So at that point, if you don't have all of this level of expertise, I don't see any need why you should be doing this niche. You might want to reconsider your choice of this niche as your choice of niche. So away from that, we'll get to the next niche, which is the travel vlog niche. The travel vlog niche, you probably make documentations on your travel experiences, the places you explore, the places you visit, the places you intend, your new locations, or wherever it is you travel. You make documentation, you make arrows, you make b-rolls of those places, and you make videos of you explaining some exciting and interesting things about the places you visited. This choice of niche is what I call high production value content. In this choice of niche, you have to produce very high quality videos. When you take a look at the contents that in this niche, you see that the videos are high production value. The production values are very high, the production qualities are very high. And then your audience are looking forward to see you in these videos, in these locations which you're traveling to. And what does that tell us? That you will need a travel buddy. And when you have a travel buddy, you make more expenses. So that said, this niche needs you to invest another round of money. Just like the previous niche, you will need money for this niche. You invest money in your video production, you invest money in your video quality, you invest money in your travel, and you invest money in your travel buddy. And trust me, if you're starting out new on YouTube, we might not have all of this money to invest in when we're starting out on a journey here on YouTube. So you might want to stay away from this niche, as it is very demanding and needs a lot of money for you to make content and produce content for your audience. The last one is political commentary. One thing about this niche is that it is going to rake in a good number of views for you, trust me, because a lot of people are really interested in the political situation of other countries, political situation of your country, political situation of even countries that you're talking about, even if it's not your country. They want to know what's going on there, what's the situation there, what is going on, and what's the latest news on whatever it is that's going on there. They just want to know what's going on there to keep themselves educated, to keep themselves informed, and all of those. So when you're making political commentary videos there, Another, the downside of this is that as much as it's going to rake in a good number of views for you, you're going to have people having very controversial opinions to what you're going to say. So this niche is highly sensitive and very controversial. You're going to have people having very controversial ideas or opinions to what you're talking about. Their opinions might not be in correlation with your own. And you know what happens when people don't agree with you? They don't stay with you. And as a new YouTuber, your goal is to grow your community. Your goal is to grow your subscribers. Your goal is to grow people who relate and resonate with you on the same level or on a higher level. So when you're talking about controversial issues, they are going to watch you. They're going to listen to you. And your comment section might just be full of disagreements of people saying something different from what you are saying. They're going to watch you, like I said, but they're not going to stay with you. They're just going to use the highway if they're not interested in the topic that you're talking about. So you want to stay away from that niche. You want to stay in a niche where people relate with you. You want to stay in a niche where people agree with you, not necessarily on everything you say, but they are in agreement with your line of thought or your thought pattern. They are in agreement with your person. They're in agreement with your personality as a person. But when you're on this niche, nobody cares about your personality. They are more centered on the knowledge you are giving them. They don't want to know your person. They don't want to know your personality whatsoever. So you might want to stay away from this niche. So at this point, I know you might be wondering, so what niche should I start out with? What niche should I settle with? I have a video of 5 flexible niches you might want to start out with. When I mean flexible, they are super flexible. Flexible in the sense that you can attach some other niche along the way while you go on your journey here on YouTube. So you might want to check it out. Number 4 is definitely my favorite. So you want to check it out. I hope that helps you. Thank you guys for watching this video up to this point. I'll see you in the next one.